Great start, Alex.
Yes, fantastic. Before the game, I think first game of the season, you always have these ones where you think anything, a point, anything like that will be good enough. As long as you don't lose your first game, you're happy. And I said that to the boys at the start. Obviously, we've had a fantastic pre-season. Lads have been doing really, really well. We've competed against some teams in the league above us, beat some teams in the league above us. So to come out today and put on that show and that performance, I'm really pleased. I think we showed good character as well today. Obviously, we went 1-0 up, but I think they were on top at that point for 10-15 minutes in the second half. And then we come back. They nipped us back, got one back against us, bit of a mistake on our part, but we rallied round again and we come back and we got 2 goals at the end, and really pleasing to see just to get underway. I think I'm most pleased about just starting, to be honest, and then obviously to get the result is fantastic.
Were you frustrated at half time at 0-0 because we were saying over there 2-0 would have probably been a fair reflection with the chances that we'd had?
I don't think I was frustrated, but that's because we're doing the right things, and I think when you're doing the right things like we were, I think you're right. We should have been winning at half time. We had 2 really good chances, 3 really good chances, but we were doing the right things. So I thought it would always come at some point, and obviously it did. So I'm delighted with that. And
we actually made the comment before the game that perhaps the subs bench should be called the creche rather than the subs bench, given the age. But what an introduction, young Charlie.
Yeah, coming pre-season, Triggsy's coached him before. And introduced him to the club, tried to get him into the 18s. Saw him in a trial game up at Walton for the 18s, and he was unbelievable. So had him down pre-season. He's threatened to score pre-season, to be honest. He had a couple of good chances against Teeth A's, and I mean for 16 years old and young 16 years old as well, to come off the bench for the last 15 minutes and to replace a senior player like Connor in his position and come on and score, outstanding for Charlie, and absolutely delighted for him, and I'm sure all his family are as well.
But I mean, that must be the one big thing today. You look at that performance and it was a really good, solid Brockton performance.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we've been showing signs of that pre-season. We showed signs of that last season. And for a first performance of the season, I'm absolutely delighted. We're going to get too carried away. Obviously, we're only 1 game in. I can't believe we're actually playing in July as well. But couldn't ask for a better start. Really, really pleased, delighted with the lads.
And we have a week to get this game out of our legs before we go again at Barnton next week.
Yeah.
And on a really tricky pitch with a horrible slope.
Yeah, and I think Barnton, we lost to them back end of last season.
We did.
2-1. And I think on that day they really frustrated us, and we didn't quite get to grips with them. And I think if I think back to last season, I think there's a couple of performances rose to Barnton that were really under par for us. I think we owe it to ourselves to put a better account of ourselves across next week, because that was below par when we played them at the end of last season. So, but we'll wait at Barnes next week. We'll as we did last year, we'll take each game as it comes, and we'll look forward to it.
Great start, mate. See you next week.
Cheers, mate.